This just in, a brand new episode of The Tripod is coming your way. Get ready for your favorite drunks to curse and wax poetic about some wrestling. Now hit that music, Mangria.
Can you dig it? Let's go! I'm on a shit. All I need is 116 to brag on my king. Need is 116, Romans 116. We talk about him daily cause he run this thing. Can I do it? Can I do it? Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Tripod. Caesar. Okay, we're gonna fantasy book the Rumble because hey, it's wrestling. You know, we don't cover wrestling, but we're gonna fantasy book the Rumble. Pick one person from any promotion today and put them in the Rumble as a surprise entrant. Who do you pick?
Wait, a surprise or who I want to win?
No, a surprise. They say, Caesar, we need a surprise for the Rumble. Anyone, just bring anyone. Who do you got? And you got connections to this person. Who is it?
All right, one person in the Rumble. I gotta go with the goat-looking motherfucker. Not sure what the fuck is his name. I can't think of him. NXT UK Mustache Mountain, Young Cracker.
Oh, Tyler Bate.
Tyler Bate. Yeah. Tyler Bate shows up in the Rumble at like 23 and wins.
Wow.
How about that? That's my surprise. He actually wins and goes to Mania.
Well, Caesar, I'm picking my surprise entrant right now, who's joining us on the Tripod for the first time ever. It is Sinikk Nick Chaos. How's it going, my man?
Chilling.
We have just
Sinikk Nick Jason Chaos.
we just started the Tripod, and I asked Caesar if he could pick one person from any promotion to be a surprise entrant in this year's Royal Rumble. Who would he pick? And he picked Tyler Bate from NXT UK. But Sinikk Nick, who would you pick from any promotion? Even yourself, who would you pick to be the surprise?
Corey Graves' brother.
What promotion is he in?
NWA.
Nice.
Check him out. He's good. I forgot his name.
His name will always be Corey Graves' brother. Sticks.
Fuck yeah.
Sticks, who would you choose? Any promotion you want to be a surprise entrant in this year's Royal Rumble?
You know what? I'm going to do this. This might be coming out of left field. I'm going to do fucking Chris Bay from fucking Impact Wrestling because I think he can be – he's not Kofi Kingston, but he's a guy that could give us a Kofi moment. He's that athletic enough to do something like that.
Nice. That would be awesome. Hopefully the guys return this week for the Still Real after party to do their Royal Rumble predictions, but we shall see. But until then, it's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. We're kicking it off with Dynamite. The Super Click and Red Dragon bickering are in the ring, and Orange Cassidy and the Best Friends interrupt, then attack. Don't get hurt, Trent. That's just my message to him. He always gets hurt. Cole hits Orange Cassidy in the nards. Chris Statlander stops Cole from beating down Orange Cassidy any further, and then the doctor comes in and attacks Buttlander, and then Orange Cassidy gets laid out. The doctor and Cole then make out and celebrate. Sinikk, what were your thoughts on the opening segment of Dynamite with the doctor finally making out with Cole in the middle of the ring on TV?
It's a lot sexier than him making out with the Young Bucks. I'll tell you that much.
That's correct.
The Young Cucks.
I'm a massive fan of the doctor finally getting involved in Adam Cole, baby's business. Caesar, what say you of Adam Cole and the doctor making out in front of Orange Cassidy and Buttlander's defeated bodies?
No, it's way funnier because when she does backstage promos with Tony, he just shits on Adam Cole. And she doesn't like correct him or say anything. Now she's like out there with him. So now I got to see them in a backstage interview again. Skivone just shits on Adam Cole at the desk. And he's still like hanging out with the doctor because he's the number one friend. So now I got to see all of them hanging out in a promo now.
I do believe we will see that, but Stixy Drip Drip, what were your thoughts when you saw the doctor attacking Buttlander?
This was awesome. I was hoping we'd get this, and we got it. I figured we were going to probably get it later on because, I mean, you put Cole and the doctor together. I mean, you could go a good month, 2-month program with them, with anybody that's on TV in AEW. But having them with the best friends, it's perfect pairing with him and Cassidy and Buttlander.
Well, until Cody comes back and then beats him in a mixed tag.
Yeah.
Cody.
Yeah, you know, and he ain't gonna bring Brandy with him because she can't wrestle. She's a terrible wrestler. So he's gonna call up old Red Velvet and get her out.
Red Velvet, you damn right.
Well, Brandy's busy with Zanka, so I digress. But after an awesome Wardlow video package, we get Wardlow with MJF versus CM Punk. Wardlow in full control to start. Punk avoids the powerbomb symphony heading into commercial picture-in-picture. Wardlow still dominating. The crowd seemingly 70-30 split pro Punk. Punk, after countering a powerbomb, finally starts to get into this match. Wardlow, with help from a distraction from MJF, begins the powerbomb symphony. 1, 2, 3, 4. But just call the Undertaker, bury this motherfucker. Wardlow about to pick up the win with disrespectful pin, but MJF stops it. He wants more power bombs. 6, 7. MJF wants Wardlow to power bomb him through the table, and he does. Punk almost gets counted out. Punk wins with the most deadliest move in all of sports entertainment. MJF screams at Wardlow after the match. Wardlow about to attack when spears come out to break things up. Now, Sinikk, I know you're a loyal AEW watcher, and we have all said our part on CM Punk, what we think of him. I would love to know your thoughts on this segment and your thoughts on CM Punk and his return so far.
I'm trying to split off between the tripod and the playoffs because I definitely want it to be a little bit of a part of the
game too.
tripod.
I got the game on.
Yeah, I'll just look like you have so much fun. So like I wanted to get a little piece of myself in here, just every once in a while, but the timing always sucks ass. As far as I thought that was one of Wardlow's best matches to date, and I'm looking forward to like the inevitable eventual, Wardlow beating the shit out of MJF. And Punk is just like he's all about the microphone. Like what we had in WWE, like we're not gonna so much get that in AEW. Like everything MJF said is true in his promos, and I just like the back and forth war on the stick. I don't really care too much for him in the ring. I like that he keeps fundamentals alive. Other than that, fucking gives a fuck. He's kind of overrated now.
I strongly believe we are all simpatico on this one. Caesar, my God. Wardlow's getting the Cody treatment. Wardlow was defeated by CM Punk when we all know Wardlow should have went over in this match.
Mm-hmm.
What were your thoughts on this, and how many times did you punch your TV?
None, because I saw this fuck shit coming. As soon as they put up the graphic, he's been 18-0 in his last match, and I was like, "Oh, nigga, about to lose here."
And we know Caesar ain't destroying that TV. It's got to be something really bad for him to fucking punch or chuck on the TV.
I was like, how the fuck is CM Punk gonna get through this? I was like, he's not gonna hit him with the GTS. He ain't gonna fuck his couch up. And if they want to make Wardlow look strong, he's gonna beat the shit out of him. I was like, how is he going to pull this shit off? And of course, it's always the most deadliest move in all of sports entertainment. I knew that fuck shit was coming. He's going to beat Shawn Spears. If he does not lose to MJF, then I might punch a fucking TV.
Yeah, because remember you said if MJF gets the diamond ring again, he's definitely losing the Punk.
Losing to CM Punk.
We can see the writing on the wall. Sticks. What did you think of Wardlow versus versus Punk?
Sticks, is that a TNA shirt?
No, it's a North T-shirt. It's your TNA logo.
From where I could see it, it looks so much like the old Total Nonstop Action shirt.
Yep,
I thought it was too until he just said that. I was like, does that say North?
The North, baby. But this match is just to further the feud between not only CM Punk and MJF, but also the feud that's going to come up between MJF and Wardlow. I wholeheartedly agree with both guys. I mean, Wardlow should have went over. Wardlow looked good. But, I mean, this shit, if this shit leads to CM Punk beating MJF, then everything AEW has said, that how different they are from WWE, you might as well just fucking pack up and get back in line behind WWE because this is because you're just pulling the same bullshit. You guys, he's a young guy. He's somebody you can grow, and he's somebody that could be I don't think a face, but he could be somebody that could be, you can put on TV and be a good talent. And if you're going to designate him to do this shit, then, man, I hope you show up on Impact, man, because I think you'll get a lot better run and a lot better treatment than you would in AEW.
Well, Sinikk, don't worry. We won't keep you long. Just AEW review, and that'll be it. You can get back to the playoffs. I just know that you are, out of all of us, are probably more supportive of AEW than NXT. So I wanted to get your 2 cents on this past Dynamite, as well as P2H with Ricky Starks versus Dante Martin. Dante launches himself into P2H, leaning up against the ropes, and he flew out of the ring and brought P2H with him. Powerhouse Hobbs, that's what we call him.
I was like, what the fuck is it? Are you on the periodic?
I'm not going to say the whole name. P2H then starts mollywopping him, having Starks ringside proves to be useful as he attacks at any chance, picture-in-picture included. Dante, quicker than a hiccup, strings together some unique offense. Ricky begging P2H to please get up after an attack on the outside. Jay Lethal distracts Ricky, and Dante Martin scores a very 1-2-3 kid-like pin for the win. Sinikk, what did you think of Dante pinning P2H, Powerhouse Hobbs, on Dynamite?
Trash. Love my man Powerhouse. It was good to see Jay Lethal to get 7 seconds of some TV time, though. That was nice. Glad they're not completely listening.
Talk your talk.
What?
Talk your talk, Sinikk. Tell what it is.
Talk your talk.
This kid got so much potential. I was there live seeing him do, some of the awesome flippy stunts that he can do. Mm-hmm. And he's an amazing athlete. He's got the same fucking expression every single time you see him, just looking like a mopey, depressed Jake.
Are you talking about Dante?
From that, I want to see Powerhouse Hobbs like really get pushed to maybe a TNT title spot, something like really good, because I watched him decimate somebody in like 5 seconds on Dark because I was there, so you saw everything. Mm-hmm. I'm team Powerhouse, so fuck Dante Martin and all the fuck shit. I wish Powerhouse went over. Give him some momentum.
Didn't Ty Conte hold your son?
Yes, she did.
That is bragging rights forever. My favorite thing about Powerhouse Hobbs is when he's standing there and he does that thing with his lip. He goes, like, he exposes his teeth. He looks like a super villain and shit.
That's the Doug face.
Cesar, what did you think of Powerhouse Hobbs being defeated by Diamond Dante? No,
they be hoeing my man Hobbs, yo. Hobbs gets hoed almost every other week, bro. And nothing against Dante. Dante's good. When his brother gets back, they can be a great tag team again. Unless they about to break them hoes up. I don't know if when the Cracker's leg gonna get healed or whatever. But they be hoeing my man Hobbs. These trash ass losses. One, he lost to Another loss to CM. That's right. He had lost to CM Punk. CM Punk beating the two biggest motherfuckers. Well, besides this steroid freak Murder Hawk coming back, which I guess we'll get to. Spoiler alert. They be hoeing my man Hobbs. Hobbs should be out here busting bitches up, suplexing assholes outside of the ring, and then getting the pin, the 1, 2, 3, getting to go to the payout window, as JR's country ass would say. But yeah, just be hoeing him up. But yeah, good to see Jay Lethal. Hopefully he can finally get some TV time back. He can start wrestling on this show. Because they signed him, so he's getting paid. I don't know. But yeah, they hoeing my man Hobbs.
Well, Sticks, I mean, we kind of got a tiny preview of it here. Are you excited to see potentially Ricky Starks versus Jay Lethal?
Yeah, because I like it for Ricky Starks. He gets to share a ring with a guy who's got some experience and who has a name, and I'm hoping that Ricky Starks goes over because this guy, the man, he's one push away from being a face of the company. I mean, the guy can wrestle. He's good on the fucking mic. And I mean, you can't deny the guy. I mean, you can't deny him. I mean, I'm looking forward to it and I hope he gets over.
Did you think that this was some fuck shit that P2H was pinned by Dante?
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. I mean, they need to be. I understand why Dante's doing singles, but I mean, PTA Hobbs should have won. I mean, he's an established singles guy, and he needs to be a guy. You need to build him up.
Inner Circle gets Sports Illustrated Faction of the Year? ? Thanks, fathead.
I think it's PWI.
Oh, okay. Eddie interrupts and says, stay out of our business, and says Santana and Ortiz aren't tag champs because of Jericho. Shots fired. The bickering ensues. MJF comes out upset and talks trash to CM Punk and says next week it's Punk versus Spears. The Super Click and Red Dragon backstage along with a doctor mixed tag made for next week. It's Orange Cassidy and Buttlander versus Cole and the Doctor. Talk about a dream team there, guys. Fucking Adam Cole, baby, and the Dr. Britt Baker. My God. Hangman comes out. I missed his fucking nameplate. Did any of you get it?
Big fucking something. Hold on a second.
I completely missed
it. Wasn't like funny, but it seemed a little, I don't know, it seemed a little gay.
Well, he wants a new challenger. Dan Lambert, Cesar's favorite, comes out and says, quit disrespecting wrestling cowboys. Then Murder Hawk comes out. Dan Lambert flips out, and then Murder Hawk attacks Hangman. Minus Jake the Snake because he's too busy in APPW. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. No. He hits his finisher, the blackout on Hangman on a set up chair. Wow, that was that did look fucking painful. Sticks, what'd you think of Murder Hawk becoming the next challenger for Hangman? I mean, Murder Hawk is not famous for winning shit, but what do you think of this fight that is going to happen next for Hangman?
I mean, good for Murder Hawk that they're throwing him a bone for something to do, and that he's going to be on actual TV instead of on dark elevation. But I mean, he don't need this. I mean, he doesn't done anything to deserve to get this. I mean, he's been gone for a while, a hot minute. So I mean, I can't even think of the last person he faced or if he won. But I mean, he don't deserve this.
Yeah.
Cesar, do you think we will see the resurgence of your nemesis, Jake the Snake Roberts, when Hangman goes one-on-one with Murder Hawk?
Yeah, probably. I mean, Jake ain't doing nothing, but just, I mean, he can't beat off unless Murder Hawk's beating somebody up in the ring. So, I mean, Jake's probably a little backed up right now. He's got to shoot that venom all over some chair in the back seat. Drink some beers and talk with his raspy ass voice. Yeah. Love it when you do that shit.
After I'm fucking this up, I'm coming for you, Caesar. I'm coming for you, Coda. I'm stroking this python.
Yeah.
Look at my Roman Reigns teeth.
No.
Yeah, right.
Well, Sinikk, my favorite. I just hope Murder Hawk goes back to my favorite thing ever. When he comes out, he fucking attacks some random person. That's my favorite thing ever when he comes out in his entrance. What are your thoughts on Murder Hawk versus Hangman?
First off, I hope one day I could be an extra and be the person he beats the shit out of.
You need to be
That'd
the
be
only
awesome.
guy that he does that. You need to be the repeated
You
guy.
better wear this shirt. Wear
Like,
this
I become
fucking
the
shirt
guy.
when you do it. Wear this shirt when you get thrown out of the fucking
Touchdown Steelers. Sorry. Hate to interrupt. Touchdown Steelers.
What's the score?
We are officially beating Kansas City right now.
6-0.
I'm gonna switch this around into some APPW shit. First of all, I have a complaint. The YouTube champion, can I get a disrespect? I'm the only one who didn't get one of those logos. Second of all, Jake the Snake Roberts,
got a point.
your APPW heavyweight champion, is definitely coming back because he needs a paycheck. He ran out of cocaine to hide in his Bible, and he needs to start cutting them promos because we know Lance Archer can't really cut them. And what was it? And I need to start hearing that theme song again. Lance Archer's theme song is fucking fire.
Oh yeah.
I think Jake Roberts blew all his money on those hospital bills getting over the COVID.
Beyond Beef Cowboy.
Cocaine cures COVID.
Mangria. Beyond Beef Cowboy. That's what his nameplate said.
Oh, it did? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, BBC. Aaron says this is Horseman.
Hey man, from VA, bitch. From VA. Representing the BBC.
Oh, and before he
comes
comes back on TV again, Lance Archer has to hit up the barbershop. What the fuck was that hairdo? Did nobody else say it? Nobody else said it?
Was it purple dreads or some bullshit?
It's always fucked up, but I guess it was looking more fucked up than usual.
That dude looking like a rejected member from Korn.
You need grandma to do that shit. You can't do that yourself.
No.
Arn Anderson says this is Horseman country. Q Tully and FTR. They interrupt. FTR challenge Brock and Lee. We all know how that's gonna go. Yep. Hey, Brock Lee. No. Serena Deeb attacks Sheeta's leg during entrance. Continues assault on leg and locks in the Serenity Lock. The Tequila Sunrise. Cameraman zoom in, gets a shot of camel toe as ref stops the match. Deeb wins. Sheeta is pissed off at the ref. Deeb then proceeds to fuck up Sheeta. My God, that rivalry is becoming one of my favorites in AEW.
You just got off to Serena Deeb beating up Sheeta for like 5 minutes, and then you saw camel toe and you see
not only that. No.
The only thing missing was Discoloration Nation.
Discoloration Nation was almost there, buddy.
That would have been a 5 skeet match for fucking Mania.
Skeet match.
5 skeets to the wind.
Sinikk, your thoughts on the rivalry with Deeb and Sheeta?
Oh, Deeb does this shit to her every single week. Beats the fucking brakes off her.
I second that.
Who's the wrestler and who's the fucking Japanese schoolgirl? Who gives a shit? I just hope Deeb is the fucking goat. I hope she keeps beating the shit out of her. She looks old as fuck though in the face.
That's why she just cakes on that makeup, hoping nobody would notice.
Oh, we notice.
Cesar, your thoughts again. The next chapter was written, Deeb and Sheeta.
I thought this was great to keep it going. I don't know if the bitch is really hurting her knee or not. If she really is, this is a great way to take some weeks off. Serena Deeb finally getting some props, getting that experience. But yeah, this is a great way to keep this feud going. Fucking ripped off the whole knee brace, just broke it. Fuck this bitch's couches up. Just came out, chop blocked her, kept putting it on the knee, putting that ass. Yeah, that was good. I liked it. Mm-hmm.
Sticks. What did you think of the match? Ended because the ref stopped the match. You don't see
foundation of my house shook.
You don't see it that often. What were your thoughts on that?
Can we go back to the promo with the FTR and fucking Arn? FTR saying they're his real sons.
Uncle Dax with the disrespect. I'll be like the son the son you always wanted, and then said, "See you Friday, pops."
Yeah. That was so good. Uncle Dax, FTR, man. Those guys, so fucking good. So fucking good. But if Serena Deeb keeps doing this, goddamn, I am up for this. I mean, she She ripping that fucking the knee pad, knee brace, all that stuff up, going straight to town, not giving just zero fucks, going straight to the fucking what you need to do and getting the job done. So good, and I hope. I mean, this rivalry is slowly starting to become a pretty good one. To be honest, in my opinion.
Yo, remember when Sheeta tried to pull the chair out? she flung that shit right back under the ring. That was one of the best things ever.
That's why we have coined her Shita, Hikaru Shita. Up next, Matt Hardy with Private Party versus Penta with Alex Abraham Lincoln. We get a Zero Miero Delete exchange. Hardy dominates through commercial picture-in-picture. Penta wins. Challenges Malachi Black. He appears. A brawl ensues. Griff and Brian Pillman Jr. join in. The lights go out. And who appears and debuts but Brody King? Malachi and Brody proceed to clean house. Sinikk, please give us some information on who this Brody King is, because I have no fucking clue.
Out of all the personalities that live in my character, Sinikk has the biggest heart-on for this whole House of Black thing. Let me tell you, I love that dark and demonic shit. You know it. That's it. This is y'all's time.
Any thoughts on Brody King?
Only thought is, thought y'all niggas won't go do magic. It seems like there's goddamn magic in AEW every goddamn week. But we're not gonna be like WWE. All of a sudden the lights go out, and this British cracker can teleport 38 feet into the ring. He can bring this big hunkin' bitch all the way into the ring. Like he just turning lights out like some new age Undertaker fuck shit. And then now there's magic back in the ring. This bitch's eyes still fucked up from getting skeeted in with black jizz from like 2 months ago. Pop can't see from getting his eyes skeeted in fucking like 3 weeks ago. I mean, there's a whole bunch of like fuckery, some magic going on. I thought it was supposed to be real wrestling, but it's fucking some magic shit going on. Next thing you know, fucking El Idolo gonna have the Cocaine Cowboys up in this bitch throwing some of that Miley Cyrus and crack his eyes, and then they can't see, and then he's gonna get the pin. And then I don't know, Cody just going a 300-day undefeated streak, winning all the titles because he can write a paycheck and get back to 100% health during a match. I don't fucking know. There's magic in AEW now. Shit is real. They're breaking the fifth wall of wrestling or all kind of shit. Yeah, but hey, fine. Build your House of Black and fuck crackers up with your lights off, lights out, magic, teleporting. Folks, teach me that shit. I don't want to pay for gas no more. Teach me how to turn some fucking lights out, and I can go on vacation. I can just, end up in California hanging out with Man Grid. I just turn his lights off, then I'm there in his house watching wrestling with him. And then I can turn the lights off again, and I'm back home. Hey, you got to pack a bag. Teach me some fucking lights out shit.
You need to call
Caesar, I'll buy you a six-pack if you'll watch the first. Caesar, I'll buy you a six-pack if you watch the first 2 seasons of Lucha Underground.
I've seen the first 2 seasons of Lucha Underground. Hey, I'm gonna be in Charlotte February 2nd. Oh no, first weekend of February 5th through like the 7th.
Hit me up.
All right, I got you.
Hey.
Well, if AEW and Lucha Underground can pull some magic shit, hopefully they can use some magic to get Cody's fucking tattoo off his fucking neck. Sticks, what did you think of this whole abracadabra doucheness?
Well, I'm glad to see Brody King finally make it in because him and Malachi, I believe, are PWG Tag Team Champions. And so it was just a matter of time before we got him. It's going to be interesting to see who else joins him. And I fully expect next week for the Acclaim to have David Blaine backstage showing him how to do magic for that way they can start pulling some of this shit.
Well, up next, the Acclaimed, Bretsky's favorite tag team versus Bear Country, Sinick's favorite tag team. Great rap by the Acclaimed as always. One of the Bears does a double end of days. That was impressive. Caster elbow drop picks up the win. Sting and Darby then attack the Acclaimed. And then, like Cesar said, Pac looking like blind Kenshi from Mortal Kombat with the cool vignette. Sinikk, your thoughts on your boys versus the Acclaimed? What'd you think of this?
Man, stop chopping my boys out. This ain't funny no more. This hurts.
They get hoed too.
You know, if they were in WWE, I don't even want to go there. If they
Well,
if they were in
they'd be in
Impact,
NXT. They'd be fine in NXT.
Yeah,
They got called up.
they would
They'd
be
be
great.
ruined.
They'd be War Machine in NXT. They'd be fucking killing it.
Fuck.
But because they can't flip, that's the problem. If you can't flip, you can't get over. AEW.
Man, this man.
Thanks for coming.
There's 6,000
Bear Country.
languages in the world. Man choosing facts.
My wife
Caesar,
is pissed.
Caesar, you know, yeah, the Bear Country would be okay in NXT, but once they go to the main roster, Vince will be like, oh, we'll call him Smokey the Bear Experience. That's such good shit, pal. What did you think of this?
We'll call him the Bear in the bottom.
The Acclaimed versus Bear Country and the Pack Vignette.
Once again, another good tag team. And what they say, they won like 7 out of 8 on Dark. I don't want Dark, so I wouldn't know. But once again, guys who came in, they could have built up. Unknown guys, which you said they were going to do. Like, you're going to get over on these guys. Unknown guys. They could have built up. And what happened? They hired too many other motherfuckers, so these guys get regulated to Dark. They got to go somewhere. So, as you're paying them, they're probably signed to 2-3 year deals, like anybody else in the company right now. And then you probably had, hope for them. You found them coming out there killing it, and now they're fucking on Dark, and like they barely get caught up. I mean, one of them lost a hook. Now both of them lost to the Acclaim. The only good part about the Acclaim rap was at the end when they were talking about Sting and Darby. And what's his name? The hype man was like, "Yeah, you bitch." I was like, shit.
Hey.
Well, hey, Sticks.
I need this logo, man. Mangria, send it to me. It's bothering me.
Sticks. I mean, it's bad. It's bad because Caesar's Dark, and he don't even watch AEW Dark. What did you think of the Bear Country versus the Acclaimed?
I agree with Caesar and Sinikk, man. The Bear Country, man. These guys, they string some wins together, and then what happened? You bring them on TV, and they get jobbed the fuck out. I mean, you got to build these tag teams out. I mean, because it's the strongest division you got in your whole fucking promotion is your tag team division. So I mean, you got to get them the fucking. You gotta do something. I mean, you could have picked a different team that have fucking job out to fucking the Acclaim, or you could just put fucking put the Seidel brothers in the fucking ring. You could have had them fucking job out to them. But I mean, congratulations to the Acclaimed. I mean, obviously this is helping them propel to get more wins to be able to get them to Stang and Darby. But man, you killing these fucking tag teams that you should be building.
The main event is for the interim TNT Championship. It's Danny Garcia versus Sammy Guevara. Jericho and Eddie are ringside. Explosive start to this match. Like I had mentioned last week, the face to face where it kind of seemed real.
He's so hype.
These guys are really taking it to each other. It's almost like they're best friends, Cesar. You know how we say about how best friends beat the fuck out of each other.
True.
A lot of slapping too. Danny in control for commercial picture-in-picture. Right before Danny puts Sammy in Indian Deathlock, he spanks him. It's a homoerotic. Unnecessary. Sammy hopping on 2 ropes before diving 450 onto a standing Danny on the outside. JR says they don't know when Cody is coming back when they had just advertised it before this match that he's coming back. JR, relax, JR, come on. Crowd chants Y2J. I don't know if you guys caught that. Danny keeps checking his tooth. Sammy hits the shittiest crossroads I've ever seen in my life. I'm pretty sure I could do a better one. Loving the multiple counters from Danny. 2.0 attack Jericho. Sammy getting distracted by 2.0, but able to retain with the worst GTAH I have ever seen in my life.
Horrible.
Where's Eddie? Where's Eddie? I said. Saltine Kraka presents title. What's his name? Kraka?
Yeah, I don't know.
2.0 attack.
David Crockett or something like that, I believe.
Jericho and Eddie for the save. Jericho and Eddie butt heads. Sinikk, bring us home on the main event of Dynamite. What were your thoughts?
Cheers, motherfuckers. What was the main event again?
Danny Garcia and fucking
Sammy and Danny versus the interim TNT championship.
Dude, when I was there at Battle of the Belts, him and Sammy, they got chemistry to just look like they fucking hate each other, and they were fucking each other up. Like, that was the realest fight I've ever seen, realest looking fight I've ever seen on AEW, straight up. Danny's small as hell, but his shit looks legitimate. So, like, I'm on board with him. And they seem to be pushing these guys, but, like, kind of mainly Danny more than anyone. But, yeah, I fuck with Sammy as champion. I met the dude. He's cool as hell. The end.
And he's fucking Tay-Conti.
Well, yeah, that's the biggest win of the entire year. And it's only January, folks. Sinikk, if you want to stay around, you can. If you have to go, I understand.
Yeah, I gotta go. You're gonna get a motherfucking kill with my wife. She wants me to be there for the Steelers.
All righty. Well,
I love you, man. I love all you guys, but I gotta go.
Good luck to the
All right, bro.
I'll see you in the chat room, Sinikk. Thank you for stopping by. Stixie Drip Drip, your thoughts on the main event for the interim TNT championship?
Oh, well, I mean, outside of the couple of botches they had on this, I mean, it was a good match. Two really young guys that they have, and they put in a prominent spot. Like Sinikk said, they seem to be pushing Danny, which he looks like he's got talent. It's going to be one of those things that he's going to essentially learn as he goes on TV. So, but outside of that, I mean, we all know they're just trying to buy time to get to Sammy and Cody. And hopefully they don't fuck it up and fucking Sammy wins. I mean, if they fucking have Cody win this and beats him, then it's just like, what are we doing? I mean, what are we fucking doing? But it wasn't that bad. I mean, it could have been a little bit better for the main event, but at least you had two of your young guys in the main event. So,
well, Cesar, every time I was about to put this note in my notes, I took my finger back. I was like, no, I can't do it. But now that I've been drinking, I can say it. Watching Danny Garcia versus Sammy Guevara kind of looked like it had hints, it had a sprinkling, a reminder, if you will, of a young Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle. That's what I was thinking when I was watching this match. I was like, there's some shades in here of a Kurt Angle Eddie Guerrero match in this, because all the counters and how much Sammy was flying around the ring. It was very entertaining. I loved it. Besides the botches, what were your thoughts on the main event of this Dynamite?
No wonder you had to be drinking to say that. Your ass is drunk. No. I thought this was a really good match too. Yeah, it has like kind of, they do have good chemistry. If you get people with really good chemistry in there, you can have a good match. You know, the funny thing is, Edge, I remember listening to Edge, a couple of his things with Christian back when they had their own podcast.
Part of Awesome.
Yeah, Edge had really good chemistry with Eddie. I think there's only maybe like one match we can find because they did wrestle on the road a lot. And Edge would say like they wouldn't even have to talk. Like nobody would have to like talk. Like they would just know. I think he said like he had it like with that and Chavo. He said Chavo was really good like that too. Like you didn't have to talk in the ring. They would just like, they know to go to move, set up, Eddie do his little cheat shit, little shimmy. And I think it's around like one of his first or second world title runs. It's a shame we didn't get to see like a feud like that. Because the way he hyped it up, sometimes you just get there with good chemistry with people. Like, like Seth Rollins always says it with like about Dean Ambrose, and people always say it, so probably like some Rock Stone Cold shit. Like, some Rock Triple H shit. When you get two guys who are like truly good professionals, you don't even have to talk in the ring, you just get in there and fuck some couches up. It's like,
he had that with Cena too. He said it was like an old pair of shoes.
Yeah, saying, Cena's a constant professional. It was probably like that for Michaels and Taker. That second WrestleMania was probably like, what the fuck we gonna do? We gonna try to amp it up a little bit, but we know what the fuck's going on. So yeah, no, yeah, they did have that. I don't know what happened at the end, but yeah, like that motherfucker, it was so sloppy at the end. Like he hit him with his thigh on his head and still slapped his leg. And like he was just like, ah. Looked like he was winded. I don't know, that's what happens, man. You fuck these Latin women, take it out, take your legs from out under you the night before. Your country ass think you can get in the ring. You ain't fucking silly ass white bitch that you was fucking you fucking some Latino heat. You know what I'm saying? She probably, putting that rave shit on and pumping the shit out of his ass at night. No cracker ain't got legs no more. You know what I'm saying? You can't go 30 minutes in the ring. You went 15 with Tay Conti the night before. She's wearing that ass out. So you better get that hot sauce like Drizzy. You know what I'm saying? Just what I'm saying, keep it real. But yeah, I don't know. Just the ending was bad, but the match was good.
Cesar, he was trying to get the feeling back in his thighs because Tay was bouncing off his thighs when she was on top.
He had
the
legs.
bruise. He had the slap the feeling back in there.
Rocky tried to tell y'all in like 8 movies, man, don't be humping before a big match. You ain't gonna have no legs. You ain't gonna have no leg, Rocky. Sylvester Stallone been telling y'all hoes for 38 years. Don't hump before no big fight. I don't care. I don't care, man. You out here like
before match.
Man, it's Tuesday. Tuesday. We on the road. They're thinking we on the road. We in a new part of town. We in a hotel room. Let me go ahead and skeet all over this pillow in this hotel room for the maid to get. I'm getting nasty tonight. Ain't got no legs, Cracker. You ain't got no legs. You out here.
That shit, you got to do it at a house show. You don't do that shit before a TV show.
You do it for TV. You humping before TV. That's probably that's rookie. That's rookie moves, right? Jericho might tell you that shit. Jericho might took him in the back. You fucked last night, didn't you? You piece of shit. How you gonna fuck before TV? You don't fuck before TV. If I was on SmackDown, I did not fuck Thursday.
And you in the main event? You in the main event?
You in the main event? You fucking. You ain't that young. You ain't 23. Okay, you ain't that young.
You gotta fuck after that main events when you gotta fucking do it.
When you take the title back, you spank it on her ass like Brother Corey takes mama. You know what I'm saying? That's what
you bringing that TNT title. You fucking
you give her that stick of dynamite. Right up there.
Jizz all over that title like Pages, man. That's okay, we're gonna talk about the A show of the week. It's NXT. We get Braun's celebration speech, pays respects to Tommaso Ciampa, tells everyone in locker room to bring it, makes his way back, and Brown Order comes out. Santos flashes his chimichanga at Braun. No, it's really his empty waist. Zion Quinn comes out. Winner gets Elektra's ass match. It's Zion Quinn versus Santos Escobar. Baby Charlotte is reffing this one. I don't know if you caught that. The ref is looks like Charlotte's little sister. Elektra is on the world famous balcony. Zion dominating all the way through commercial picture-in-picture. Tosses Brown Order dude in the air, giving Santos an opportunity to attack. I don't know which one he tossed up. That's why I said one of them. I didn't see which one. The numbers game proves to be helpful. Even Elektra boots Zion in the maracas. Santos hits the Phantom Driver for the win. Pretty damn good way to kick off the night, even though it was a fuck shit ending, Cesar. What did you think to the first match of NXT?
No, I thought it was good. Santos coming out. Santos needs a new challenge. I mean, personally, I would like him to go after TNT, build his way up. Why not? Go after TNT title.
He's going to jump to AEW to challenge for the TNT.
You know what I'm saying? I've been drinking. You know what I'm saying? It's a long day at work. I've been drinking. I'm trying to joke people in this text thread and watch the game. Now let me focus up. Focus up for the people. For Aunt Donna. Real.
She stopped listening a long time ago because
God damn it, Aunt Donna, get back on track.
Because Bretsky's voice cracking just made it. She had to turn the volume down. Her dogs were barking. She goes, "That's enough of this voice cracking."
He wasn't eating. Now he's gonna be eating right. Getting fresh tomatoes that he can eat sitting out there at the dumpster. So yeah, but no. We're talking about Santos needs to fight Hayes for the North American title. I wouldn't be mad at a feud like that. Them crackers can go up there and fight for that title. But yeah, if he wants to challenge Braun Breaker, maybe see where Braun Breaker's at. There's There's like worse guys he could wrestle, but if he wants to wrestle, Santos, I'd be down with that. I feel like that'd be a really good feud.
Braun Breaker's next opponent will be Andre Chase. No, Sticks, what did you think of the first match of NXT?
It was a good match. I mean, we had Elektra up on the podium like fucking Latino Juliet up there. But I agree with Cesar. I mean, if anything, if they do him versus Braun Breaker, and if he loses, would that be his swan song to be up to the main roster? I mean, I'd rather see him go win North American Championship, then lose it to whoever, and then go for the NXT Championship. But would this be a fast track to basically get him to the main roster?
Who, and Santos?
Yeah.
No, because they need to have, no matter what, you can't have all new people. You still have to have some seasoned veterans down there. And with like Johnny gone, Kyle gone, Finn gone, Samoa Joe gone, like you need to have somebody down there. And I know you have like LA Knight, you have Santos guys with experience, guys who've been around. The GYV, they've been in WWE programming for years because they were just on NXT.
And rumor has it Tommaso Ciampa could possibly be on SmackDown in the very near future.
He dyed his beard. I don't know if you guys see that.
He died. They showed he had a completely different look for
that shit was like brown, like good looking, like I'm 32 years old brown and not like I'm a seasoned vet, like with the gray and the dark in it. So I mean, you still need veteran guys who can, get through and call matches. But like, if you're trying to legitimize Braun Breaker, yeah, you're gonna need some of these veteran guys to like wrestle with him in the ring because I mean he's still super, super green to see if he can or if he is worthy of getting a long run out of this title.
I just didn't know because Escobar is so good, and I think as much as I know that they would shit on him and pretty much ruin him up there, I think he'd be pretty good up there on the main roster, whichever show he goes to. But just knowing that they'll just shit on him, it worries me.
Vince is pissed. He goes, "Damn it! All the Lucha House Party's been released. We need new Latinos."
Yeah, somebody call ICE. I mean, call
Brown Order. Let's go to the bullpen and bring me the old Brown Order.
Mandy Rose photo shoot with the NXT Women's Championship. Looking smoking hot, of course. Damon Kemp versus Fine Cameron Grimes. Must See Malcolm comes out. Grimes wins with a one-legged cave-in. Was Malcolm out there scoping Damon or Cameron, Cesar?
Probably Cameron. He's already scoping Grimes. Because he likes. I mean, the Creed guys are only, and the Ivy are only the new people. He probably likes old rich ass Roddy. Take him for get to use some of that money. You know what I'm saying, to buy the gym so they can work on that body. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Sticks?
I think it was Damon. I think it was. I just kind of the way he was watching it, I could just kind of tell it wasn't with Cameron. I think it'd be more of a betterment. It better help Damon than it would Cameron. Because I think Cameron can just go as he is right now.
I did appreciate the commentators building up Damon during the match, like all his accomplishments and his background and shit. Even though Cameron won with the one-legged cave-in, but still a good showing from Damon. Harlan and Gacy will compete in the Dusty Cup. Gacy says competition is in a safe place. White Collie recap attacking the NXT crowd. He is fined and suspended, according to Vic. Edris and Malik versus Harlan and Gacy. This is to get in to the Dusty Cup. It wasn't a Dusty Cup match. It was to qualify to get in the fucking Dusty Cup.
Yep.
Gacy hits a spinning Uranagi to Edris. Pretty good. Everything was going good till Harlan was tagged in. And his dumbass was torturing Blade in the corner, getting Gacy and himself DQ'd. Edris and Malik win and advance to the Dusty Cup. Cesar, your thoughts on crazy ass better Fudget Club in NXT?
Don't disrespect them like that. Don't disrespect them with better Fudget Club, because the Fudget Club is horrible pieces of shit people who can't answer the call when you get invited to main event and wrestle numerous times in the greatest pay-per-view ever known, the AVW. and you drop the bag. You don't get one win, not a one. Fucking Club wasn't even in some of those matches. You still can't get a win. No, don't disrespect them like that. They are better versions.
They didn't win. They didn't win either.
Yeah, but they are better versions. They are better characters. No, than the fucking robot and fucking JH's shitty ass. Even though I still don't know how he
tape breakdown of Harlan and Gacy. If the rest of the Fudge Club need to be watching tape like it's a fucking the week of the Super Bowl breaking this shit down.
And we should call JH and Piss Zank watered down Gacy and Harlan. That's how it should be. They shouldn't be like better Fudge Club. It should be the other two should be watered down Gacy and Harlan. Just don't disrespect them. They are better versions. Don't use you got to lose the weaker people's name talking about the better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, that being said, what do you think Idris and Malik's chances are in the Dusty Cup?
This is the only way them crackers could have won. And we got to call them. Their new team name is Ashy Negroes. These two motherfuckers couldn't catch fire. Couldn't catch fire with their ashy ass, filled with a whole bunch of pine dust, pine saw, and you know what I'm saying, in a fireworks shop when the Human Torch is walking through there. Like these two motherfuckers was so sorry. I was like, all right. They're gonna get a tune-up match. And then as soon as I saw Harlan get in the ring, I was like, he's gonna get disqualified. And these two ashy ass Negroes is gonna get to advance to go in the dusting. I saw the thing on Instagram. I don't even know who they fighting. If they lose to them crackers and these ashy Negroes, I think they're fighting Elgato. Elgato jobs to these ashy ass Negroes. The AAN. You call them the AAN from now on. The ashy ass Negroes. Yo, man, turn it off. Turn it off. I'm not watching that shit. I'm not watching any of the rest of the Dusty Cup. The AAN gets a dub over Elgato. Let me see who they fight. They fight Elgato. Yeah, right. They fight Elgato. Turn this shit off.
Well, Sticks, screw this match and the result. I want to see the Clash of the Titans, the Clash of the Weirdo Titans, the Godzilla King Kong of weirdos. Dexter versus Harlan. We have to see it sometime. I hope they build a storyline to that. But I guess, what were your thoughts on this tag match? Even though it was the AAN,
the ashy ass.
Moving on to the Dusty.
You can spell there should be the A.A.K because you spell Negroes KNEEGROS. So you can spell the
silent K. The silent K.
Yeah, it's a silent K, man. The A.A.K. There you go. If you real, you put A.A.K as the fucking title of this episode. Your ass was real. If you had some balls, no balls.
They're gonna be like, what does that stand for?
Yeah, no balls.
Yeah, but you make him have to watch the episode to figure it out.
Figure it out. Yeah,
wait, Sinik's on here. Does it have to do with him? No.
Yeah, you figured out an hour in, bitch.
I don't understand how they had Casey and Harlan lose this. I mean, you're building them up, and then what is this? So that way you can show that this guy at the fucking snap of a fucking twig just goes 0 to a fucking psycho in no time. I mean, the payoff for this has to be something big. But I mean, I thought you could have had them in the Dusty Cup, and then you could have had them advance, and then maybe have him go get DQ'd in either like the championship match or the match for the championship. But I mean, Brown Order just got a bye. Just got a first round bye. We all know the A.A.K, man. These guys ain't they ain't gonna fucking beat the Brown Order. I mean, come on.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Let's get Luke Gallows back for a one-time deal. Festus,
one shot, one hit to quit him.
As Festus versus Harlan. Ring that bell and watch these two motherfuckers go at it. That was too much fun. All right, up next. Crowbar on a pole match, gentlemen. It's Tony D versus Pete Dunne. Pete's hand is still taped up for this match. Only the crowbar is legal in this. Of course, hard-hitting action during this match. Tony was able to get the crowbar first, but him and Pete keep getting it away from each other. Pete uses it to stretch out Tony's face. Tony uses it to assist him in a neck breaker, which hurts Pete's throat. Attacks the hurt hand as well. Pete keeps using it to assist in submissions. Tony D brings in a chair, which Tony tackled Pete down on, tosses Pete towards the pole, then clobbers Pete in the head with the crowbar for the win. Cesar, our boy Pete Dunne, taken down by Tony D in a crowbar match. Is this feud done?
Hopefully. They don't need any more pole matches. They just need to have this match was good until they got the crowbar. I mean, Pete Dunne can wrestle. Pete Dunne doesn't need gimmick shit unless it's like a ladder. Okay? And like a ladder match or some fuck shit like that. Pete Dunne is great. I mean, he was great in the War Games match too, but like, pole matches are trash. You need to ban pole matches. Mama's on a pole, crowbar's on a pole, guitar's on a pole.
Wait a minute. Judy Bagwell on a pole. No.
Kill yourself. All right. What you're about to say. Fucking pole matches need to be done. Get rid of outside of off of wrestling. Out of wrestling. Match was great until they got the goddamn pole. That's where it flew off the rails. Pete deserves better than this. You can lose to Tony D. Pete deserves better than this.
Sticks. Crowbar on a pole match. What match do you want to have that with in APPW? Who do you want to face in a crowbar on a pole match?
Fuck, I don't want to have anything on a pole match. I agree with Cesar on this. You wanted to have a gimmick match? Throw these guys in a fucking cage match. Let's just fucking end it there. I mean, them saying that the crowbar was the only thing that weapon-wise you could use, but yet they panned out and they showed the floor by the ring, and there was a fucking kendo stick and a fucking chair out on the fucking floor. And you're telling me that the fucking crowbar is the only legal thing you can use. Then why'd you show me those two fucking things? You could have had, if they wanted to introduce a chair, you could have had Tony or Pete, which we know Pete ain't gonna use it because Pete can be as savage as he is. But you could have had Tony you could have had him go underneath the ring, grab the chair, do all that shit. I mean, I don't know, outside of this benefiting young Tony, I don't know why you did this for Pete. I mean, he doesn't need this. I mean, the guy's Stallion Pete, man. I mean, come on, he deserves better than this.
Big ups. Big ups to Stallion Pete.
Stallion Pete.
I mean, he deserves better than this. I mean, this guy's ready to go in any promotion that he's in, and you relegate him to a fucking crowbar and a pole match.
The disrespect.
The disrespect.
Well, we all know Peter Dune will bounce back, but up next, Amari, Casey, and Caden versus Indy Persia and Wendy Chu. Casey, Caden, and Amari's entrance was very interesting. They had air cannons and all that shit. BJ watching backstage, chubbing up. Wendy with a hilarious yawn dodge to a lariat.
Oh, Brooks and Jensen. I thought you said you were getting a
This actually made my wife laugh. She was sitting there watching this. Indy picks up the win for the team. We finally got to see Wendy Chu in action, Cesar. What'd you think?
Bitch can wrestle. I mean, I was doing a little Instagram stalking. I found her page. Apparently, she's been in developmental for like 5 years. I was hoping this bitch could wrestle coming out the gate. Like, yeah, she's been in developmental since, fucking, what is it, 2020? Yeah, since about 2017. So if she's been down there this long, I was hoping she could do something. She out here whooping ass. I got her on this sleepy profile. Who thinks of this shit?
Well, take a peek behind the curtain, Cesar. JR, he called Shawn Michaels. He goes, hey, Shawn, that Wendy Chu girl, she tried out for AEW. She's a little thick. She's a little thick, girl. You might want to put her in a onesie. And Shawn's like, oh, that's a good idea. Vince doesn't like the chubbies. He'll probably call her dude drop Asian or some bullshit. So they put Wendy Chu in a onesie. But little do we know, Wendy posted a picture of herself without the onesie. She ain't bad. She ain't bad.
No, she ain't bad. I did a little Instagram stalking. She ain't bad.
Six.
Wendy on a good fuck it up Friday at the BBC. You know, I might take her to the bathroom with a little bottle of Pete and a crumb catcher. You know what I mean? A little bottle of Pete and a crumb catcher. Wendy can get it.
Cesar getting the Plan B hot sauce sticks. What did you think of Wendy
Plan
Chu's
C. Plan C. hot sauce, plant seed.
I'll be interested to see how she goes. I mean, she's got the gimmick she has is pretty good, and she looks like they said she's been developmental for a long hot minute. So she looks like she can go. So hopefully we get more in-ring action than we do. And if not, she's gonna get that out-of-ring action with Cesar and his fortune cookies, man. He's gonna fucking hit that shit up in the fucking BBC on a Friday night at closing time.
You're damn right. After hours, bitch.
Well, Sean did have to ask permission from Vince. Hey, Sean, you guys took he goes, hey Vince, you took Xia Li from us. Can we still have one Asian on our show? Oh, what about Io Shirai? Is she still wrestling? No, she's on the shelf, Vince. Okay, I approve it. One Asian at a time. Up next, we have
one Asian at a time. Jesus Christ.
What are we gonna call her? Call her Wendy. Wendy.
That sounds perfect, Vince.
Perfect.
No, I just sneezed. I thought you don't sneeze.
I already filed the paperwork.
Okay, chew.
I already filed the paperwork and signed the contract. Wendy Chew.
Solo Sikoa versus Boa. Wade and Vic talk about Boa's dark powers the entire fucking match. Boa actually having a great night wrestling wise. Solo takes Boa and himself out of the ring. Double count out, waste of everybody's time. They continue fighting to the back. AJ Styles is interviewed. He's happy about the Georgia Dogs winning, and he's going to whoop Grayson as well. Trick and Mello arrive in their car and smack the keys on the security guy at the door. They'll be right back. Cesar, your thoughts on Solo versus Boa? Styles interview, Trick and Mello handing the keys to security. What say you?
Yeah. I mean, Solo Sikoa, I mean, it's WWE, so I don't mind the magic shit here. I know magic happens in WWE land. Yeah, Boa's on some crazy white people shit, even though he's Asian. I didn't know Asian people had crazy shit. They usually seem all calm and zen. But Boa on that fuck shit. I don't know, man. He might be on something there, man. I don't know. But yeah, I don't mind it. Him and Solo Sikoa, they had a good match. Everybody yelling "oos" or "the juice is loose" or some shit. He was in the back. I don't know if you heard that. But yeah, they're yelling some fuckboy Uso shit. And Solo Sikoa was wrapping up his arms and talking. They were like, "Yeah, oos, juices, oos," some shit like that. Go back and listen to it, and you can hear it in the background. So that was good for me because I was like, "All right, man, these is like WWE fans. These ain't just these the motherfuckers that watch SmackDown and Raw who come to NXT. These are wrestling fans. They're gonna yell their shit. They're gonna talk. They talk. Like that one Cracker would say." But yeah, I was fine with the match. I was fine with the ending too because they went backstage and then still fought. Then he could do his magic cracker shit.
We'll get there.
Yeah. What do you mean we'll get there? You said, oh yeah, that's right. They did interrupt.
We'll get there. Keep going.
Yeah. I ain't giving no cracker my kid. What the fuck? What the fuck trip when he gonna pull up in a car and just give some big nigga sitting outside his keys? What if that motherfucker would have stole the car? I'd have stole the fucking car. And I'm sitting there in a black t-shirt. You gonna give it out? Bitch, I'd have been whipping that motherfucker all around Florida, picking up some hose. I'd have swung back. Yo, Sticks, getting this rolls, nigga. We getting hose in this shit. You didn't got to fill up the drip jet. Don't even worry about that shit. We getting hose. You getting some liquor. We pull it up in front of the club. They gonna let me in. I'm driving a fucking roll. I don't know who this motherfucker is with this cracker he with, but they getting VIP. Then we got to dip out on the tab. So I ain't paying that shit. But yeah, then I'm just gonna leave the car right there with valet and tell them the valet stole it. And after I wipe it down, you're gonna give some cracker the keys when you pull it up like that. Okay, that ain't no real black people shit. That ain't black people shit. That ain't black. You fucking up. You fucking up. That nigga ain't even valet. He's security. Don't even know how to drive that car. What if it's stick? What if it's a stick shift? You don't know how to drive stick. This motherfucker ain't never drove stick a day in his life. Your nigga drives automatics. I guarantee you.
Sticks, Boa versus needlessly elaborate scenario by Cesar there, but Sticks, your thoughts on Boa versus Solo?
Well, this is a good way to keep Solo his undefeated streak going. The only dark magic I know Boa has is what kind of fucking meat it is on that Chinese buffet on Fridays when it's fucking all you can eat. Mm-hmm. And I tell you what, fucking throwing that keys to that security guard, if I was that guy, I would have fucking took those goddamn wheels off that fucking car, left that shit on blocks for fucking Carmelo and Trick to come back to. Throw those goddamn keys at me like that. That's what I would have fucking done if I was that guard.
The disrespect. Solo and Boa are still fighting backstage. Boa with the fireball to Solo's face. Boa sporting the face paint. Here comes all the magic that Wade and Vic were waxing poetic about. White Collie's fine is paid and suspension lifted. Who paid it? Trick and Mello out in the ring. Trick and Mello go together like Trick and big bootied women. Mello says, rest in piss to Roddy's cruiserweight title reign.
Fucking
Pours
hilarious.
out paper bag booze, which was empty. Mello, all kinds of braggadocious, and AJ's music hits. He makes his way to the ring as Trick and Mello shout at him. Cameron Grimes is coming from Mello's Gold, by the way. He's leaning on the Bentley and tossing keys at him. Cesar, your thoughts on the dark magic for Boa? Trick and Mello running their mouth, and Cameron Grimes coming for Mello's Gold.
Ain't mad. I thought these are 3 good segments. Yeah, keep the fight going backstage. God damn. That landed all up in Penelope Snatch. Take a picture of that, y'all.
Yep. The chin smells funny after that match.
Damn right, bro. Girl, you got a lick.
I wasn't even going to talk about Rampage, but if you want to talk about that, we can.
I was watching the game and I put Rampage on. I didn't know if Sticks watched it, but I was. At first, I was watching the game and I put Rampage on. Yeah, I don't know where I was at. Lost it. Yeah, Boa came out there, on his fuck shit. But then, yeah, I wasn't mad at the promo with Trick and Hayes. Well, sorry, weekday and Hayes. Yeah, told them to fucking rest in piss. It had the shitty T-shirt again. And yeah, Cameron Grimes going up to that North American title. I ain't mad at that. Should be a decent match if Grimes ain't all botching it up, doing the fuck shit he does. But I think the crowd will be hyped for that. Damn, Butlander, don't knock the rank. But yeah, I'm fine with all of it that happened.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the score in the Pittsburgh game.
21-7 at halftime.
Pittsburgh?
No, Kansas City.
No, what the fuck's wrong with you?
You see, Sticks got off the tripod and his fucking team's tanking.
You mean Sinikk?
Yeah, Sinikk. Come on, man.
You said Sticks.
Sticks?
Yeah.
Come on. What the
Blaming
fuck?
on the out.
You getting white people confused, man?
Yeah,
They all
no
look alike.
shit.
All these white people look alike. No, Sticks, what did you think of the black magic from Solo, Boa, Fireball, Kali, Trick and Mello?
Fucking Boa with that goddamn Oriental Ouija board magic shit. Trick and Weekday. I'm not mad at it. That was a good fucking promo. I mean, it's showing you give Carmelo some opportunities like this, and he's paying off. You're going to get more and more, and then that's going to propel you to be in that title picture. So I'm not mad at any of these.
The main event is saved for the phenomenal AJ Styles versus Grayson Waller. Probably the only main event Waller will see in a month or two. Wade hates Grayson. The crowd is split. AJ controls the start. Grayson comes back, even impressing Wade with a baseball slide turned into a lariat. On the outside, Grayson in control to commercial picture-in-picture. AJ locks in the calf crusher, and Grayson screams like a little bitch. Grayson attempted the Styles clash, but AJ knows better. Grayson actually able to hit the rolling stunner, gets a 2.5. Styles fights back and hitting the brain buster. AJ wins with a phenomenal forearm. It was a pretty damn good match. AJ says it's not over yet. Let me introduce you to one of my friends. Cue the Grand Theft Auto music. LA Knight returns and destroys Waller, even throws him at Wade. That was hella funny. But yeah, on one, it's everyone with a yeah on 1, 2, 3. Yeah. LA Knight is back in NXT. Cesar, your thoughts on the main event of this week's
No, it's a good main event. I mean, you can't have a bad match with AJ Styles unless you're almost. I mean, but like, yeah, if you can wrestle halfway, you can Ricky Starks is the man. You can have a great match with AJ Styles. We all said Grayson Waller can wrestle. He's just young, man, so he loses all the time. Yeah. But yeah, AJ came in, did what he had to do, just crack his ass. Then you bring back some little LA Knight. You really want to keep that feud going because they just keep going back and forth, but they really haven't chopped it up in the ring yet. So I mean, if you want to set that up for maybe a takeover or something, you got Rumble coming up, so maybe you'll take over next week, maybe you'll take over in a couple weeks. You never know. But I wouldn't be mad at that.
Stixy Drip Drip, your thoughts on the main event of this week's NXT?
A proper main event. I mean, like Cesar just said, if you can just do a headlock takeover, headlock takedown, you can wrestle with AJ Styles. I mean, AJ Styles is, pun intended, he's phenomenal. I mean, the guy can wrestle anybody, and at worst, you're going to be mid-card. But I mean, this guy, Grayson, looked good. AJ went out there, fucking did the damn thing, and got the win and helped propel the feud between our boy Grand Theft Auto King himself, LA Knight, and Grayson Waller.
That is correct. We reached to Sylvester Stallone for comment. He said, "Yeah, AJ Styles didn't fuck before the match. That's why he won. All righty, gentlemen, we made it through another tripod of the week. Thank you, Sinikk Chaos, or whatever you want to call yourself. Thank you for the run-in for AEW. Thank you, Cesar. Thank you, Stick. Shout out to the great Bretsky. We hope you made it safe over the pond. You are now in funny accent land, so we will probably get a review of the week next week. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. Cha cha cha.